Greetings. It is I, Foolish. What's up, sickies? What up? Look at me. Got my arms out. Look at. Can you, like, I don't know if you can see all the scars and stuff, but whatever. I don't have to hide myself from you, right? I think I might be at a point where I can wear short sleeves again in public. It's not that I'm self-conscious, it's just that I don't feel like other people need to be looking at that. Because, it's pretty gruesome, honestly. Or it has been. I think this is like a 90% improvement from what it was. But you guys understand, you get it. You're not squeamish. How can you be, as a chronically ill person? Here we are again. Alright. I have no pre-topic. Let me see if something just pops into my mind. What do you guys need to know today? Schedules. Schedules. If you have a routine, that you can rely on, regardless of what your brain is doing, then you can go on autopilot. I have a feeling most of you have already figured this out, but for anybody who may have been recently blessed with a condition, or you're just now realizing that, hey, maybe this isn't going away anytime soon. Brain fog, right? Neurological conditions, maybe even a temporary one. The more you can do automatically without having to think about it, the better off you're going to be. And if you're training that while you're conscious and all of your pistons are firing, which that's not even how cars work anymore. I just showed my age. If you're high functioning and you practice this over and over again, same place for keys, same place for wallet, same place for purse. You set up little stations. Here's where we dump the mail. You know, these things sound very simple, but how many times have you been completely overwhelmed by getting ready to go somewhere and you find yourself spending another 20 minutes of grab ass just trying to find your stuff? Oh, by the way, also your mind may not be working properly, so you're also getting wrapped around the axle about it. By the time you get to where you're going, you're exhausted. You're already exhausted. That ever happened to you? A lot of the other things I want to say is that the way that other people deal with conditions that might be different than yours. A lot of great tips from the ADHD community, because especially if you have like a neurological condition or you have brain fog, a lot of that stuff applies to you now too. It does. And those things can help you too. Like my condition basically gives me ADHD. I'm not talking about the severe plaque psoriasis. You know, because why would I just have one condition? That's lame, right? I like to accessorize. I mean, to be fair, if I were a chronic condition, I'd want to party with me too. You know? Can't even get mad at it. Schedules, routine, same thing over and over. Even when you're feeling good, then it just becomes muscle memory. You don't have to stress yourself out, right? We're going for being less miserable. less stressed out. Honestly, if anything is going to stress me out, I better have something to show for it. And running around almost in hysterics because I can't find my friggin' keys, that is not going to have any sort of payoff for me at all. It's not. Let's see what oracle card we get today. We're just going to do one, I think, unless Colette has a different idea. Oh. I haven't been down here in a while, so. Been dealing with some things. There's also the other reason why, you know, a lot of channels, they're constantly cranking videos out. I'm not going to be able to do that. And that's also why I'm not taking the typical model. I'm just a chick that, like, does YouTube videos whenever I can, you know? I ain't trying to get all monetized and whatnot. Even if I did, I would just send that money to charity, probably. I don't think we're going to get a pop out. I don't feel like Colette and I are at that place today. So I'm just going to pick one. I am. I'm just going to pick one. I know. Doing new stuff. What is this? Ooh, Ant Spirit. It says it's time to collaborate. Oh my god, look. Hee hee, look. Puzzle pieces. Oh, and it's number 1, too. I guess we're starting at the beginning. Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Hey, alright. I just mentioned this is kind of a reach. But you know how I just mentioned about how other communities, even if they don't, like the ADHD community, has a lot of tips for you. Even if you don't have ADHD, although I still maintain that a lot of conditions actually give it to you, basically. For some days, anyway. Check this out. When Ant Spirit comes to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in a partnership with others as part of a community or tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. For you, I don't know about a big dream or whatever, but chronically ill people need to get up with other chronically ill people, right? Maybe start their own YouTube channels, no matter how shitty the quality may be in the beginning, because it doesn't matter, because you'll figure it out as you go. Just look at mine from like last October. Okay. Okay, I'm translating as I read it. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. For you chronically ill people, I'm not saying the world's going to seduce you, but I will say having a spiritual practice does ground you when you have a condition that tends to pull you in different directions. Alright, it just makes good sense to have something that centers you. All the doctor's appointments, all the symptoms, all the feel like garbage, all the stuff, all the social stuff that happens to a chronically ill person, right? You say yes, but then when the day comes, hey, basically, I can't make it, can't do it, right? Friends get pissed off, they don't understand. right? Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. True. True. Two chronically ill people are, unless it's depending on the conditions involved, one can keep the other one. I mean, the both of you being out, down and out at the same time, you know? I mean, it could happen, but what are the odds? The other message Aunt Spirit holds is that you are now in an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it, whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you. Everything is working to support you right now. Yeah. Now, the protection message definitely applies. I scraped my eyeballs across it right quick. Do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? Do you believe that somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Oh my God, right? For real. Especially if, here's the thing, for a long time I was like this where, no, I mean, I think I still struggle with this. Like, let's keep it real. I wouldn't ask for help until basically I had hit a wall, which is fine, I guess, because I gave myself enough time to like build the skills or try to get new tools myself to take care of the issue. But then the problem is if I don't get the help that I need, that, you know, I ask for, then I'm screwed, basically. So yeah, I get that. Perhaps it is time to address your issues of control and bias toward the negative. It doesn't matter where or why you came to be pessimistic or mistrustful. Well, I mean, people are flawed. I would actually say it's just realistic, but of course I would say that. The fact that Ant Spirit is showing up now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal and to relearn to trust that others will show up for you in a genuine way. Actually, now what I do when I ask for help, I also have a contingency. I do that with everything. What's the worst that can happen? These people don't help me. Okay, what am I going to do if that happens? Right? That way I still extend the opportunity to help me, because it's actually selfish to never let people help you. That's actually a selfish act, as was explained to me several times by numerous people. But if that doesn't come through, I still have another plan. And I think that's okay to do. Because to put all this pressure on one person, and then if they don't come through, just because, I mean, you might be asking for what's basically tantamount to a miracle from this person. They don't have the means or the capability to help you in the way that you're asking them to, right? I mean, that's not about mistrust. That's just about people not being perfect or superheroes. Ant Spirit wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. Spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. It's time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful, but you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. Funny we're having this during the Mercury in retrograde. I was never a big believer in that, and then just like every time things got stalled, people popped up out of nowhere, nothing of my stuff was moving forward, bunch of stuff fell through, and then I'd look on the calendar and be like, oh my God, you know, this time again. You'd think that I would just look up to see all the dates that it'll be in retrograde, just to like kind of be ready for it. But I never do that. It's almost like I like to surprise myself with it. Whee! If you are feeling orphaned from community, reach out and communicate. If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability can help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. Trust in your partnership with Spirit, and your outer conditions will start to reflect that. Then you will see the miracles waiting for you, including partners who appear ready to lend a hand. And maybe, what I also like to do is, I don't know if this is a no-no. Like, there's a lot, I think I do stuff that it seems to run counter. Or maybe I'm bad at assessing whether something's actually working for me or not, but honestly, the other thing I like to do is just, when something's popping off or whatever, to me, I'm just like, oh, I'm losing this or that opportunity, it's because it's not the right one. The Lords of Chaos look out for me. I say that a lot. The Lords of Chaos. I have summoned the Lords of Chaos. And they, they always look out for me. I always say that. And that keeps a lot of my stress levels down. Which, as you know, as a chronically ill person, you want to stay even so you don't aggravate your symptoms. I just start out like that. Just like, you know what, the Lords of Chaos, they'll figure it out. I mean, I still work toward whatever it is. I don't just sit back and let the Lords of Chaos take care of it. I meet them halfway. I always, I'm like, well, if I get to the 50%, the Lords of Chaos are going to swoop up and, grab me and take me the rest of the way. I don't know if that would help you. It doesn't have to be the Lords of Chaos. You can say Spirit or whatever, but to me, it's just funnier when I think about the Lords of Chaos just being these, like, cartoon characters that, like, run around intervening on my behalf, behind the scenes. It's funny. It's funny to me. Well, that is your oracle card for the chronically ill. Hopefully Aunt Spirit will lend you with some lasting wisdom that you can use to manage your business. And I will see you at another time